You're listening to Unspooled, the podcast where bad prints become learning experiences, eventually. Hosted by Corey from Moji 3D, who somehow has owned more printers than most people have owned filament, and Steve from Layer by Layer, who may or may not be running a small filament warehouse from home. Each week we dive into printing, projects, people, and the occasional rant. So load your build plate, hit print, and let's get unspooled.
All right, we should be live. Episode 44. Make sure I get that right. Welcome, anybody who is in chat and you're new. We are Unspooled, Corey and Steve, Moji, and Layer by Layer. We are a 3D printing and making podcast where we talk about, 3D printing and making. So welcome. And how are you, Steve?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. Getting ready for a Murph this weekend, so.
Yep, that's coming right up. We're in the throes of Rapid as we speak. This was what, day 2? 3?
Day 3,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so day 3. So we'll chit chat about Rapid and some of the stuff we've seen there throughout the night. Other than Remurf preparation, what have you been up to?
Printing maker chips for the most part. That's about the only thing really outside of, getting ready to travel type stuff. My collar looks crazy. Just regular old travel related stuff. And just trying to wrap my head around that. Still been messing around on Nomad Sculpt. But yeah, how about yourself? What have you been up to?
Same old stuff. Been working on a few prints. We are on the first. Well, this is the first episode since Wexter's stream. If everybody was part of that, that was pretty fun. That was what, Saturday. So that was a good time. So today I did get a hot sauce that Wexter and Karen recommended. Came in today.
If it's the one I think it is, don't say it out loud.
It is the one you're thinking of. It's actually delicious.
Oh my gosh, you would say that. No.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, the name is horrendous, but
controversial
and inappropriate. But it is very good. I also found out that it is made about 3 hours away from me, which is hilarious.
That is crazy.
Yeah, no, and then other stuff. I'm working on a box turtle-esque mod. Working on some open grid printed with cookie CAD.
Nice. Is that for your new office or?
No, that's for this wall over here.
Okay.
So that's multi-grid, but then this wall over here is kind of empty. So I'm doing a 5 foot by 2. So I don't know. I actually about 6 of these by 2 just to have. Okay. I used to have IKEA Skatus up there, which I really liked. But I took it down and then I broke it while it was down. So now I can't put it back up.
You broke the wall itself?
No, I broke the Skatus board. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You broke the what size was it?
So it was pretty good size. It was the biggest piece of Skatus.
How'd you break
it? I took it down because I kind of changed some of my layout on the shelf on this side, and I took the board down and I had it kind of tucked in between the wall and one of my 3D printer racks. I use like those 8-foot Cobalt shelf racks, and it was kind of tucked in there, and it like fell out and was kind of like tilted. And I went to go pull it out and like something fell behind it and it was wedged in there, and I got all pissed off and I went to like rip it out and it snapped the corner off one end, end that was like down into the rack. So yeah, that's ruined. You can't fix it. It's kind of is what it is. So so then Open Grid, which is from Matt. Matt actually was the first person I knew that printed this stuff. So I wanted to give it a try because I've tried like the honeycomb wall, which I think is what you have right on your right.
Honeycomb. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've tried honeycomb and I've tried multi-board, but I hadn't tried the open grid yet. I like it. I think I like the multi-board better, but now that I've done the open grid, I think I like the multi-board better. Oddly enough, I think that might be a little easier to print and work with, which is weird. I was thinking it was going to be the other way around, but for me, mounting that was easier than figuring out how to mount the open grid. If you're mounting open grid to solid wood, it's not a problem. But if you're mounting open grid to a wall that is drywall, the mounting ways, at least to me, I haven't quite figured out the best way to do that without having a shit ton of holes in the wall. Whereas with multi-board, you can kind of connect the pieces with these here. So you don't technically have to have a screw in each one. I do here just because it's in the wood on the back of the rack. But yeah, so that what else? Just a few other things. Working on some other design stuff. But that's about it.
Right. Cool. I'm sorry, my video looks potato on stream, so I was trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, it is a little muddy for me.
A little muddy, Steve.
But other than that, I'm just kind of trying to keep up with the rapid stuff. Bunch of news came out yesterday and today from some new stuff, some stuff from Bamboo.
A lot of mods. Freaking some, a snap maker that makes chocolate. Freaking Bamboo
coffee maker.
I'm sorry. That makes coffee. Bamboo that makes chocolate. There's a lot going on,
which irritates the hell out of me because, like, if anybody knows me, I am a big coffee person. Like, there's 3D printing and coffee. Like, those are my two things. And I was supposed to be at Rapid this week, but unfortunately I had some scheduling stuff and I couldn't go. And I would have loved to have a coffee out of a snap maker U1, just to say, I mean, when are you going to be able to have that opportunity, right? Like, to have a coffee out of a snap maker. So that was pretty cool. It was one of the cool things. It's on my list of like one of the coolest things I saw it so far that I've seen at Rapid. Completely unrealistic, but still cool. And that was done. So it's Snapmaker. I think it's at the Snapmaker booth, but I think it was done by Print Kits, right? Cocoa Press Print Kits.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. It's actually kind of cool to see them mod it like that, and it works. At least as far as it appears, it works the way it should work.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see any issues with it. I don't know if it like dumped any coffee. I mean, that would be kind of interesting too, right? Like, I don't know how.
Oh God!
They like seal anything up? Like, what happens if it pours the coffee inside the,
maybe they put the what's it called, a panda skirt or something.
Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe they reduced any of the electronics that are. I never opened my U1 up, so I don't even know what electronics are down inside the base of it. But and then the other cool thing I saw was I'm not a resin printer.
Yeah.
I own a resin printer, but it's still in a box. I haven't even used it, but I've owned a handful of resin printers and I like resin printing. I just don't like the mess and I don't like the smell. So I don't resin print a lot, but if I were to get back into resin printing, it would have to be the right machine that would get me back into it.
Yeah.
And the Elegoo Jupiter 2 is
16K, right?
Yeah, but what it is, it's what I said like 4 years ago. If anybody ever came out with one, I would get back into resin printing because, like, it has double doors. It's 300 by 162 by 300, huge build volume, heated chamber or a heated vat. It's filtered. It's auto bed leveling. It auto fills the vat. It has some auto recycling thing. I don't know what that is. I haven't looked into anything, but like that is to me, as simple as it makes resin printing, where I don't have to like autofill it or drain the vat myself. So that's the one where I'm like, oh my god, I might have to pick one of those up. And it's big, and it's $850, which
they had a deal. They had like a deal on it last night on their live stream. It was like, I think 100 or $150 off of it or something like that.
So
only
it's
for like
not
the first 100
inexpensive,
people.
but
Yeah, I mean, but it's not crazy expensive either. Like,
no, not for what it is.
I do appreciate that brands are kind of going sub 1,000 now for like a high end machine. So that's always a plus.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very good machine. I mean, and it's 16K, which, I mean, anything beyond like 12K for really, I'm not sure, it makes a huge difference. Like the printer that I have is it's the Ultra 4, or the 4 Ultra. And I think that one's 14K. I can't even remember. It's been so long since yeah, it seems like an easy to use resin printer, so it might be something I might look into
if I could have more space. Now, granted, I did you can't see it really, but I gave my cousin my A1 Mini to mess around with. Yeah, he's been like super supportive of my whole like 3D printing journey per se.
Yeah.
And so he has a little bit of time on his hands. So I was like, he came through. He's like, can I get one of those? And I was like, absolutely, man, without a doubt. Because I mean, number one, I'm not using them all. So I was like,
the Mini's a good one to gift too, because it's
exactly
good size, easy to use.
And I'm just kind of like at that point now where I could use the space, and I'm always moving stuff around and shuffling stuff around. So it's kind of cool to have at least a little bit more space in here. I may bring back the Ender 3 Pro and put it up where that one was. But yeah, like he already shot me a couple questions. I'm like, all right, cool. At least you're messing around with it. So hopefully he'll have some fun with it. He works in the like acrylics industry. They do a lot of like they deal with like basically anything acrylic related in a sense, like big sheets, giant sheets, or down to like small displays that people want to back with acrylic. Like they deal with all of that. So like a 3D printer is like right up their alley. They also sometimes get like requests for like custom parts from like, hey, I know you only sell us giant sheets, but can you make this little thing for us as well? And they usually wind up kind of like outsourcing it or whatever. But now if they can start doing that kind of stuff in-house, then that's money back to the company in general. So it's cool. Hopefully he'll have fun and tons of questions, and it'll be nice to have someone else. I got my brother into it, so it'll be nice to have someone else kind of doing it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
That's cool. Like I said, anytime you can help someone get into 3D printing, and like I said, the Bamboo machines are like, I always say they're a good first printer as far as keeping someone in it and them not getting frustrated with it, because they are such easy machines to use, and they are good. But at the same time, it's like sometimes I think that it prevents them from learning a lot of the stuff that we all learned.
Yeah, you see it all the time.
So it's kind of like that, like, kind of give or take. But again, I would rather see someone get in 3D printing and stay,
100%.
and not know everything about it, versus getting a machine that they get frustrated with, and then they're just done. Because we all saw people get Ender 3s over the years and then just like stick them in a closet and never touch them again. And 5 years later, they're no longer in 3D printing. But
what is going on with my camera today? I don't.
The thing is tweaking out.
It's fucking.
You're currently frozen, picking your eye.
I know. I see, dude. Like, what the heck is happening? Like before, like, and like, there's nothing extra running. It's just crapping his pants today.
So Jeff's print said, wait, no, it's the wrong one. He says, Yeah, I accidentally bought a Snapmaker U1 at Micro Center, so I need to make some space.
Yeah,
Accidentally. That's a good way to put it, right? So
that's
anytime,
how you put it.
anytime you have a significant other, that's how you put it. I accidentally bought a printer. I went to Micro Center and it fell into my cart.
Jeff's been in 3D printing long enough that I'm pretty sure no one's falling for that.
Like nobody's buying that.
For that. Nice try.
So yeah, Frank says stop poking your eye.
I know, right? Forever. Let's see.
He did take it off, so at least you're not frozen.
Let's see if it works now.
Oh, there you're back. You're picking your eye again.
Still picking the eye. Like
somebody's gonna clip that, and then it's gonna be a thing. We need an eye picking meme. But yeah, we the other thing that was pretty cool was at Rapid, and again, these are like these like, well, this isn't quite like the coffee maker.
Yeah.
Like the coffee maker's cool, but like completely unnecessary. Like who would ever make a coffee maker out of U1? But the Prusa silicone printer was pretty cool.
I
tried to think like, I don't know if I would ever, like I have printed 3D prints and made silicone molds. And I've poured silicone in to make make a part. I don't know if I would ever 3D print with silicone. Maybe I was trying like when
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying when I saw it, I was trying to think in my head like a scenario where I would use that, right? Like a silicone gasket or something like that. But if you had a legitimate work thing where you made a lot of silicone parts, I guess, but I couldn't find an example of why I would need one.
Yeah,
but I think
here's the thing: I need to see the post processing for this stuff, because you always see it being done, but I'm pretty sure like you have to have a hole in it somewhere for the gel to leak out and all of that stuff. So like I want to see how you finish those prints off or whatever.
Because I saw the video I saw from Rapid, like they were printing like these, I think they were blue, and they were like these 4 like cube things. But at no point did I get, at least from what I've seen so far, an up close image or video of it. So I don't know like what's the quality of it, right? Like is it kind of bubblegummy looking? Because I've seen silicone printers before, like people have taken Ender 3s and turned them into silicone printers, but they're always like bubblegum looking, like droopy, and just it's a vague shape of a part. Though that looked significantly higher quality, but I'd like to see it in person. It's hard to judge on video.
I know for a little bit Shenanigans was making his own silicone printer.
I heard about that.
Together. Yeah, so it'd be cool to see. He might, if he's still working on it, he might have it done by Murph or something like that. So I like outside of like actually making it, I think he did say that he was surprised at how quickly it was coming together. So
yeah, because I did an Ender 3 hot gun printer, so it actually extruded hot glue. And I didn't go into it enough to refine it enough to where everything, but I think you could, with that type of medium, you could have used it to do something. For me, I couldn't figure out what I would end up needing it for, so I just kind of stopped. It was like a proof of concept type of thing. So that type of thing, and then the silicone. I don't know. It's one of those things where I would be interested in seeing what someone would use it for outside of what I could think of, like somebody would come up with something to do with silicone that would just blow my mind, and I would be like, I would have never thought of that.
Killer prints, sweet Jeebus.
He said flashlights, didn't he?
Yeah, that's fine. That's exactly what someone would do with a silicone printer.
Flashlights.
When I was doing it, it's like, long story short, when I was doing the Creality thing, This one guy kind of walked up and was like real creepy. He's like, "Oh, this is 3D printers." He's like, well, "What do people print with it?" And he's like, "Sex toys." And I'm like, and he like was leaning on it so hard, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, "You can print whatever you want to print." He's like a sex toy, and I'm like, "Dude, you are creeping me out."
Now, now if we have a silicone printer, we could print mini dudes.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't want the government blocking me from printing a dill dude. Okay. Yeah. They're like, hey, we saw that you weren't printing firearms, but you've been printing a ton of dill dudes. Okay, so what's the deal?
So in case anybody is not aware of this, you need to follow Wexter. You need to get inside Wexter's Discord, and you'll learn all about dill dudes.
Yeah. He'll tell you all about them.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, next time he streams, if you catch him, be like, hey, so what's up with these dill dudes?
Ask him about next time he's gonna stream tomorrow. So ask him about dill dudes. Yeah. I swear, he's got $1 million idea. That way he'd own half of Croatia if he
the bottom half of it at least.
For $5 million worth of dill dudes.
Yeah.
The silicone, and then the other one was obviously like the X2D. That was kind of the as far as my world over the last like handful of days, seems like everything I look at, somebody's talking about the X2D.
I don't understand why though.
I don't get it. In case anybody hasn't seen it, which I can't imagine any of you in chat have not seen the Bamboo Lab X2D, weren't aware of it before or haven't seen it since. But it's the new X1C, but different. I don't understand I don't mind the dual nozzle. The dual nozzle on the H2D has been fine. People have loved it. In theory, it's fine. Jeff's right. It is cheaper than expected. I thought at $650 for just a printer was a pretty good price.
Yeah.
But the second nozzle, they're referring to it as an auxiliary nozzle. And when I heard that, I didn't quite know much more about it, but I was like, why are they calling it an auxiliary nozzle? Because anytime that something is auxiliary, it's like it makes you kind of think like, why are they calling it that? But then everybody found out that it has a Bowden extruder on it, which again, Bowden extruders aren't inherently bad. It's just not something you typically see on a new machine. Yeah. Right. Everything's direct drive. So a lot of the prints that I've seen from it, the right extruder or the left extruder or nozzle direct drive, the print quality is great. The speeds are great. The other one, the print qualities are not so great. And the speeds are significantly slower as far as the default slicer that they're saying comes with it. And they are really leaning heavy into this nozzle being auxiliary nozzle for support material. Like that's what it says all over their website.
It's weird how hard they're leaning into that.
Yeah. And it just seems weird, right? Because it's like, okay, I get it, right? There's going to be some people that really like that. You're going to have, you basically took a single nozzle AMS machine and gave it a second nozzle for supports. And if you think of it like that, it kind of makes sense, right? Because now I've got an X1C that I now have a separate nozzle that I could do supports or a second multi-material. At that point, it makes sense. I'm just still confused by it because it's Bowden. Now I hear that I've heard a lot of people say it's because the machine is smaller than the X2D and they couldn't fit 2 direct drives on the tool head. Not so sure about that. If they really wanted to, they probably could. It was probably more about cost and trying to differentiate it from the X2D some way.
As well as from the P2S. I mean, it literally is the P2S with the I won't
Well,
say,
and that's the other
let me
thing
take that
behind
back.
it.
I won't say literally because in the crap storm happened, but I mean,
Yeah.
like if I bought a P2S and then I seen this X2D, I would be upset.
That's exactly
Like
what I
a
was
lot.
going to say next. Like a lot of people that bought the P2S are now saying like, what the hell? I think a lot of people bought the P2S knowing that the next X2 whatever, a lot of people were saying X2C, but the next X2 was going to be $1,200, right? Like,
Yeah.
because the X1C was $1,000 plus printer. I don't think anybody expected it to come out and it be $100 more than the P2S. So if I bought a P2S and now the X2D comes out and it's $100 more, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot.
You know, it's very odd. I mean, I've always been a little taken back with some of the decisions that Bamboo makes. It seems to work for them. The people that buy Bamboo machines seem to be fine with it, and they just continually buy the new machines. So there's no doubt in my mind that they will sell a ton of these machines, and people will love them. But I don't know why on earth anybody would now buy a P2S, period. But I don't know. It's a very strange machine to me. And then the other thing that a lot of people have been talking about is the back of it, right? Like there's a lot of stuff hanging off the back of that thing. There's like PTFE tubes and wires, and you got a filter on the back that seems like an afterthought that they just kind of stuck on there.
Let's see. Do a poll out there for people to answer.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It seems strange to me, but at the price, maybe it's okay. Like, that'd be my thing. Like, at $650, are you okay that it just has an auxiliary nozzle that is Bowden? Maybe, right? But like Killer Prince had a good example. Like when I was saying they're leaning hard, when both of us said they're leaning hard into the auxiliary nozzle, second nozzle, or the right nozzle being for supports, Killer Prince has a thing is that most of us that design without supports, right? Like that's kind of the thing now is you design a part now so you don't have to use supports. And there are some instances where you just have to use it based off the design, but
so we have a poll. Do you think that Bamboo Labs XCD is a step in the right direction? Type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat.
Can we vote? Because I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh no! It voted. You can't vote anymore because it puts 3 votes in because you're.
Oh yeah, because I'm like that. I say no. I don't. Did I just hit my mic? I don't think it's a step in the right direction. I don't dislike the machine at $650. I think it has a place, and I think people are going to buy it, and people are going to like it, and it's going to be successful because it's Bamboo, and they could probably sell anything to be successful. It just seems somebody made a comment earlier that it like resonated with me. Is that it's almost like Bamboo is running out of ideas, or maybe doesn't feel the need to innovate anymore. Like they've got what they've got. They print good. They've locked into the community. The people love them, and now they're just like coasting, putting out machines that really aren't an upgrade on anything, but they'll still sell 1 million of them.
That's because they've unlike like how can I say, they've locked in on the 3D printing enthusiast market and not like like we know what to look for when we look at a printer and say, okay, that's actually offering something new or bringing something to the table. But like once they've niched into the what's the word? It kind of taking a page from Arc Raiders to the dad printing, to like the people who are just kind of like casual printing, and like they're like, hey, someone told me about this printer, I got it. I'm gonna tell you to go get the exact same one, because the number of people that came in when I was at Micro Center that came in and like were laser focused on like, this is the machine someone told me to get. I want that machine. This is the machine someone told me to get. I want that specific machine. And like they've narrowed that down to, you know, they kind of have that whole thing on lock right now. You know,
but the X2D, it kind of goes against that a little bit though, because the dad printers out there aren't going to use multi-material.
They don't know that they're not going to use it. They're going to.
I know. So, but
all it takes is
they're not
one.
going to buy a printer based off of that, and that's how they're marketing it.
No, they're going to buy a printer because it has the name Bamboo on it, and trust me. Listen,
but it could be
when you go into some stores. I feel like there's definitely they definitely push some other more than others. And I'm not saying that there's bias, but there's bias. So
I mean, it's like, and if you're a Ford guy, you'll buy if you're a Ford guy, you'll buy a Ford pickup whether the thing's a piece of crap or not. If you're a Chevy guy, you'll buy a Chevy whether it's a piece of crap or not. And a lot of the Bamboo people like that, but so is Prusa people, Elegoo, Cheedy, whatever you are. If you like what you like it. Now, hopefully, you don't blindly like it, like a lot of people do. But
they do,
but yes, they do. But I think this is the first printer that they could actually sell where people could be like, okay, it's not what I expected, because that right extruder, most dad printers are going to buy that printer and they're not going to use that second nozzle for supports. They're going to use that second nozzle to print. And they've already shown print examples between the left and the right nozzle, where the right nozzle, the print quality on it is not very good. And I'm sure that they will tune the profiles to where eventually they print well. It's an odd thing. And GTR Dad and Killer Prints right now are having the same conversation that we had in Discord, is that it's almost to the point where they are just anti-tool changer, and they are not going to make a tool changer, and they are going to die on that hill, and they're going to go dual nozzle and AMS for the rest of their life.
Well, I mean, you got the H2C, so they're going to go probably that route.
Yeah, it's dual nozzle with nozzle swapping and AMS, and it's almost like they've said it, and they're just gonna regard, no matter what anyone says.
I mean, they've also
made their decision.
They also stood on the "we won't make a bed slinger" hill, and then that was probably like one of the best selling printers, that they had. So we'll see. Money talks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they change their current philosophy. But like I said, I don't think it's a bad printer. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. I think a lot of people are going to buy it. I think though that they're cutting their own legs out from under them with the P2S. I think the P2S just no longer needs to exist at all. I think if you are someone who today forward goes out and buys a P2S, there's got to be something wrong with you. Like, don't buy a P2S, people. Just buy the X2D, because it's a P2S with better features, and then you just have that weird extra second nozzle, whether you use it or not. At least it's there, I guess.
Like, they literally kind of like devalued the P2S with this machine, because like even if you don't use the second nozzle, it's only costing you $100 more.
Yeah.
So
and you get an active chamber heater, you get a filter in the back. You get better features. Oh, and the other thing that's kind of irritating is that prior to building the P2S, they knew that 1.5 millimeter Gates belts were better, right? And that reduced VFAs, because they used those on the H2D. So they knew that prior to going to the P2S, but they still used 2 millimeter Gates belts on the P2S. Then come out with the X2D and use 1.5 millimeter belts, right? They could have easily put 1.5 millimeter belts on the P2S and it not change the price at all, because the price between the two belts is negligible. But they still kept it to, where the only reasoning I can see is that it's just something else that differentiates the P2S to the X2D. and it's like those Maryland crabs. He's throwing. He's
always
throwing digs, man. Throwing digs.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
There's just a lot of strange stuff strange design decisions, I guess, that they make.
Like, honestly, I feel like, granted, yeah, the price is nice. And then for an extra $250, you get multicolor. My thing is, it's not hard. Like right now, I don't get it. We talk about this all the time. They stick to, like, they could have easily, made it a little bit bigger and added a fifth head. I mean, like, please, can we get away from 4? 4 is not the magic number. The only reason it's the magic number is because and you think about it, it does make sense for them not to go to 4 if you're continuing to sell new models. But
you mean the AMS?
The AMS, like, go to 5, please. But then if you go to 5, since 5 is such a good number, they probably would sell less AMS. So it's beneficial for them to only have 4, because then you automatically need that second AMS if you want to get into like fancier colors.
Yeah, for some reason we have never seen a 5. There's been 2 in existence. One was the Anchor Make, which failed. That was 6.
Yeah.
And now you have the one from Atom Forge with the Palette 300, which is the nozzle swapper. That one is 6.
Yep. 6 but by default.
Doesn't exist yet, right?
Yeah.
And we've never seen 5 or 6 in an AMS. I don't understand why. I don't know why.
I don't get it.
Even BQ, when they designed the Vivid, that's still 4, right? Like,
I don't get it, man.
It's somebody doesn't like odd numbers.
Yeah, I think you can expand the box turtle, but like by default it's 4.
Yeah, everything is 4.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I mean, so that's my other gripe, is that even the Flash Forge Creator 5.
Yes.
Flash Forge Creator 5 is a 4 tool-headed tool changer. That drives me nuts. And I get it. They had a Creator 4 already, and they had the Creator 4A. So now this is just the new Creator series, so it's Creator 5.
Yeah.
But it still seems like, by the name, that it's a 5 tool head tool changer, but it's not. It's the Creator 5 4 tool head. That drives me nuts, right? Keep it 4, or I don't know, make it 5 tool heads.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason,
it could have been the Flash Forge Creator 4, and then, like, I don't know, slap a random 4C. Everyone likes to use C or X at the end, or and it would have made perfect sense.
I literally think the first company to come out with a 5-color AMS or a 5-color inexpensive tool changer is going to make a killing, right? Because, like, a lot of us, if you don't know, you don't know. But a lot of us that have been into multicolor printing for a long time, 5 is like that sweet spot, right? Because you have millions of models out there. Well, the mini dudes. I'll say a mini dude, for example, right? The mini dudes, there are a lot of mini dudes out there that I want a 5th color for, right?
Yeah.
And I can't do that, say, on the U1. I can do that on my Bamboo Lab P1S with 2 AMSs, but every time I do, it's a 30-hour print.
Yeah.
Whereas in 4-color, again, now I'm using 4 colors with full spectrum, and I'm getting 5-color prints on my U1, and they're taking 7 hours.
Yep.
6 hours, 5 hours.
Dude, I did a maker chip today in like 17 minutes, and it had 4 colors on the U1. And I was like, I would have never thought that I could print 4 colors that fast. It's crazy.
So maybe we're solving our own problem with the implementation of things like full spectrum, because we don't now have to rely on the manufacturers to produce a machine that can do the colors, right?
You still kind of need 5 for full spectrum, because you need black, or it's like, and that's the issue.
You do, but not for all prints. Like, so this one here, I needed a darker brown. This wasn't because I didn't have 4, but I needed a darker brown, so I mixed the black and the brown and got a darker brown. But yeah, I mean, and again, I think Full Spectrum might bring in a whole level of filament because like John Layerworks, he's working on a whole line of filament that might mix better, that could work with something like Full Spectrum. And then speaking of mixing, you now have Bamboo Lab, who we've been talking about for a while, putting filament mixing in their latest version of Bamboo Studio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So again, it's cool. There was some drama behind the whole thing, but I'm for it, right? As long as everybody's doing it right. But I like the color mixing. I'm glad to see it in slicers. I'd like to see it in all slicers because I think it works well, and I think it will only get better as time goes.
I mean,
but
they can add it. Yeah. Hold on, they can add it. It's still wasteful, like even if you do have
with the AMS,
with the AMS, it's still super wasteful. So I mean, it's cool.
So I have the new Bamboo Studio with the mixing in. Which again, if anybody isn't aware of it, it did come out. It has been released. It's in the latest slicer. There was some, again, drama behind it because they didn't originally cite that they used Ratdu's SnapMaker Orca Full Spectrum in part of the development. That's been fixed now. They have gone in and they did update that, and it does cite him and gives him credit for it. But so that's in there now. Very similar. I've looked at it. It doesn't appear to have the patterning that Full Spectrum does, but it does have the 2-color mixing. I haven't looked at it. Maybe it has the patterning. I haven't looked at it close enough yet. But you've got a good point, is that color mixing works well on the U1 because of the tool changer. I have a feeling that if I were to slice this model, which in Full Spectrum, this model took 2.5 hours. And that is alternating every layer from this belt to the top. So every layer here had 1, 2, 3, 4 tool changes in every single layer. Now, if you do that with an AMS, I would dare to see, I'll do it after this stream. I will slice this and post it on X. I have a feeling this would be 20 hours. I mean, this thing, look how big this is. So yeah, you're right. You're still limited by that AMS, even with the color mixing.
Did you do that what height did you do those at? Layer height?
So this is the default, which I think is, so on the lower level, it's 0.04, and then at the top height, it's 0.16, which is just the default Full Spectrum layer heights. But so yeah, I think for at least for me, I'm all about time. So I think I'm not sure that the filament mixing in Bamboo Studio, unless you have an H2D, is probably going to be that. Like, I don't know if it'll be used. I wouldn't use it on my P1F.
Unless I'm printing something very small, you know, I would not use it because it's going to be insanely wasteful.
Yeah. I like that. I would just like to see Bamboo do a tool changer. One, because I'd like to see what they could do with it, right? Because there's no denying their hardware, their printers, everything they could do is good. And I feel like we're missing out at seeing what they could do with a tool changer. And that's part of the thing that irritates me, is I
don't think they're gonna do. They have a nozzle changer. They're probably not gonna do a tool changer.
Probably not.
And it makes sense. It doesn't take up a lot. Kind of like in line with what. So Midnight Wolf was asking. He says, "My question is, do tool has to be so big? As someone who's never built something like a boron, I might be mistaken. But yeah, so like, I think future borons a lot of people will probably lean towards the bond tech an
Yeah.
index, just because you can add so many heads to a machine, and they take up such a small footprint.
Well, at Rapid,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Prusa unveiled the
they did
8 tool-headed Bondtech, which is incredible, right? Like,
yep.
That would be, for me, if I could have a Core 1L with 8 tool heads,
Yep.
I would spend even that money, right? Like, that is something that would be unreal. I think that would be a machine that would like break the world, right? Like you would,
Yeah.
I think you could do stuff with that machine at a speed and reduced time that you've just obviously never seen before.
Hey Matt, we're gonna put you in. I'm gonna run and check the router because this is crazy. I'll be right back in like 1 minute. Be right back.
Okay. All right, so Steve's gonna jump in and Steve's gonna go check out his router. He's having some internet issues, but yeah, I personally, I would just like to see a bamboo tool changer selfishly, because I think if they actually did one, I think it would be good. Like I said, I do like their machines. They do print well. Even the Solvol with 7. So Sideline says even the Solvol with 7 index. Yeah. And so Sideline, I saw the image. Has that been confirmed that it's 7? It was hard to count from that image. It looked like it was at least 6. I didn't see it. I haven't seen if they've launched more. I was hoping maybe it was going to be like a at Rapid thing that they put it out, or put more of it out. But yeah, so yeah, and I think you're right. It looked like it was at least 6, maybe 7. But yeah, I would think if you had. I'm wondering too if it will be like the SV08 platform with index, or if it'll be a whole different machine, whole different printer. I'd like to see them using something like the SV08, but who knows? Says Neokoi. So Matt says Neokoi has the U1 working with a separate. Yeah, so I've heard a lot. I've been hearing grumblings. I haven't looked into it much, but I do know that some people have. Matt, is it the Anycubic Ace Pro that people are using with it? Yeah, so if the Anycubic Ace Pro, people are using that AMS with the SnapMaker U1. And I do know that there are a couple open source things where people are using the Ace Pro AMS with other Clipper printers, which is pretty cool. But on a U1 would be amazing.
All right, I'm back. I'm just switching cameras and seeing if that's.
Oh man. So okay, Steve's coming back. If you guys can hear him. Yeah, I think they can hear you. If I can hear you, they probably can. Tulsa Skin says he's trying to watch streams with dilated eyes at the moment.
Hey, don't look at my side then. It's not your eyes. It's for some reason, I don't know what's going on.
It's Steve's blurry camera.
Right.
So he won't even notice the difference. He'll be fine.
He won't.
We'll just AMS you. Lean back, close your eyes, and we'll talk softly to you, Tulsa Skin.
Yeah, the crazy part is, like, I've been doing internet tests the whole time. It says it's fine. Like, you have tons of speed. You got all the speeds. You can stream anything you want, and then it's like, okay, well,
like, yeah, but not during this time.
Yeah, upload just some video. Let's see if that makes sense. So
Sideline says I'm on the fence regarding the Prusa the L. So he's talking about the Prusa Core 1L with index. Just wish it was larger than 300. So I can see that. So I think for me, as far as the index goes, I think the index at like 350 for me is like the sweet spot of machines. Like, what is it, U1, and then like my X2 being like right around 270, which is good. But I like my X-Max 3 being 330, which is good, but occasionally one thing. But if I seem like if it was me, if I had like the perfect machine, if I could have 8 indexes on a 350 by 350 or 350 cubed machine, that would be perfect. But I would take a Bondex with 8 tool heads, a Prusa Core 1L. Like I have more over the last like month or so. I'm really leaning towards picking up a Core 1. So I've been kind of unloading some of my machines that I kind of don't use much anymore. And I'm kind of leaning towards, I was going to pick up, I told you and Matt, I was going to pick up another Q2 or another U1. I think I might pick up a Core 1. I really like the look of that machine. I really like
it's very
what
nice
it's
look.
capable of doing.
Yeah.
I'd like a Core 1L. I'm not like, I'm not spending $2,000 on a printer. I'm just not like, I'm just not going to do it. So, but I think the Core 1 for me for $1,000, it's worth it. It's a good machine. And then if the index comes out through, or when it's available through them, buying that and adding in. Because does anybody know how many? Is it 5 that they got on the regular Core 1? Or was it 6?
It was 8.
Well, they got 8 on the L.
Oh, that's the L. Oh, okay.
I don't know how many they got. I thought it was like 5 or 6 that they got on the
8.
Regular. Oh, 8 on the regular one. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was 8.
Oh, okay. Even better. Yeah, I'd love to have like a normal Core 1 with 8. Like, that would be wild.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, 3 of those won't get used that often. I'd probably still be in the 5 realm.
You'd be the 5?
Or probably the 6.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, have I ever had a print that I needed 8? Probably not. But if I had it, maybe I would, right? Like,
I guess, yeah.
There are like
you could dedicate one to support material. See what I did there? It's a bamboo.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I usually when I'm coloring a model, I'm always like, oh, I wish I had a 5th color or even a 6th, but it'd just be nice to have it, right? Yeah, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So but yeah. And I'd like to just have the index on any machine, really.
Yeah, number one. But also kind of in line with that, Elegoo.
Yeah.
They just rolled out the was it Chroma system for the CC1?
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of voodoo did they do there, because so far no one's been like really talking about what, because their whole thing was the board couldn't support it.
They put it out and then they took it down.
Did they?
Yeah.
I seen someone cover it at Frank, was it somebody was interviewing Frank. He's there at Frankly Built. He's at the booth, and he was showing the Centauri one with the Chroma system on it or whatever.
And did they? So I know somebody had posted the link to it in Unspooled Discord, and then we tried to click on it again, and it was gone. Maybe they just changed the link. So now, okay, I still have my Centauri one. I had 3. I have since gotten rid of 2 of them. I donated 1. I sold the other. Not because of the lack of multicolor. I didn't care about that. I just needed to clear out some space. But if it comes out, will you get it at $150? I think it was
at $150. Yeah, absolutely.
I will too. Yeah,
absolutely. I'd go buy some more friggin' Centauri ones at that point, because I mean, I would put it on. I don't use like my bamboo AM. I got 2 AMSs, but I really only use the AMS for auto refilling, right? Like I'll put 3 half spools of the same filament in and send a big print and just let it autofill. That's mainly what I use it for. And that's probably what I would use
that for on the CC1 too, is I would just use it for autofilling, because sometimes like the Q2, I did not buy the Cheaty box on the Q2 yet because it wasn't available when I got the Q2. But sometimes I want to print something on the Q2 and I have like 2 of the same spools left and it's all I have, and they both have 200 grams and I got a 380 gram print, and I just want to throw it on the Q2, put both in there, and then just autofill.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would use it for on the Centauri, but it's just be nice to have it, you know.
So hold on, let me pull up this page.
And it gives you the top too.
Yeah. Share screen.
Now, did you like the top of that one, or you didn't?
Of yeah, I did it because it's hard edges and not like all goofy looking. Yeah. I believe
I like that it was smoked out too.
There's one of them that I didn't like that looked stupid.
Yeah.
But let's see. So let's look.
I like that it's like smoked.
Actually, I'm gonna send you the link just in case this doesn't work.
Did you find the? Did you find
this is from what's it called? Open Centauri, but they have some comparison pictures.
Yeah.
Like so you can see that's the canvas. I guess main board, and you can see it. It looks. Yeah, it looks smaller. But I mean,
it's definitely a different board because
different board.
Huh.
So and then they have the kit exploded. Now I don't know how, like, if this was maybe something that someone had access to early on, or if these pictures are pulled from Google.
Because I'm wondering the reason for the different board is that they're probably adding some processing power into the board that's in the canvas for the CC1. Because one of the things that people were saying about the CC1 or why they were having issues with it is that the processor that is on the MCU in the CC1 isn't powerful enough to handle all the processes and everything. So because I mean, obviously to get that machine down to 299, they had to cut some corners, and I'm guessing that the chip that they put on that board is one of the things that they cut. So I'm guessing they probably are adding a little bit more processing power and running some of the calculations from that canvas board versus just using the main board in the CC1.
Since it's a revised revised front cover and how to assembly. So
now they do advertise the CC2 can do TPU, right?
I don't know. Listen, when I tell you I was done with them, I was done. All right. I didn't look at them all. I did not look into the CC2 at all.
I'm pretty sure I saw people saying that they were able to print TPU like a 95A with it.
Once they didn't roll it out for the CC1, I could not care what Elegoo did at all.
They were.
I was pissed. Yes.
They were
100%.
I'm trying to see in the, because I thought they said it could do it. They weren't like heavily advertising it, but no, it says TPU. Yeah. It says TPU is an approved.
Oh no, so yeah, okay. So I did hate the CC2 top hat. Somebody's top hat I did like because it was just square.
And there's actually, I mean, if you look at it, it kind of just looks like.
Oh yeah, that's the one. There's like
it's kind of just looks like a smoked
trash can. Say that, like a trash can.
I'll say plastic toad.
No, look,
not quite.
It looks like a teacher's trash can, like one of the black trash cans that you would find in your teacher's classroom or in the office. Yeah, there you go. It's a trash can. Bad. It looks so.
It does look like a tote though.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, it looks like a smoke
or a trash can. Say that part.
But I don't dislike. I don't. So I will say I like that the spools are all on the same side.
Yes, 100%.
That's one of the things that drives me nuts about the U1. That's why I'm working on a unit to top load everything so that I can get the spools off the side.
Yeah.
And get rid of the PTFE tubes on the U1.
Especially if you're working with limited space. Yeah. Oh, Agro, you must have just got here. My camera's been borked the whole stream. Okay. Let's keep it. Let's keep it
Kevin.
this small. At least it doesn't look quite as bad.
Yeah.
I've been struggling. I don't know what's happening.
But yeah, I don't dislike the look of it. I like that it's smoked out. It makes it look better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not it's not like the signature oak Prusa Core one, but
it would be cool if it does that open in the front as well, though.
I don't think so.
Because I mean, shoot, if you got to go in there and deal with your hot end, it's going to be insane because now you got to lift that off or slide it to the side.
Well,
if it has like a door,
you can reach the hot end though pretty well from just through the front door because you just
not
pull
if it's
that.
Mine's is on the lower shelf, so most of the time I'm going in through the top part.
Oh yeah. Mine's like mine. I'm looking right at it, so I just take the top off. I take the magnetic cover off, and I can get to it. But yeah, I'm guessing it doesn't look like it opens up. I'm guessing. Does anybody in chat have a CC2? I know some people in. I know some people in Discord do.
Doesn't Midnight Wolf? Do you have the CC? Did Midnight Wolf get the CC2?
Yeah, so I think he did. Yeah, and then I know George, and who's fairly local to me.
I mean, the CC2 price is not bad. So
yeah,
I would, unless I could get the CC1 at like a steel, because then you still would have to add the canvas system to it.
Yeah, because you figure I see the CC1 for like $219 a lot. Like eBay has them for like $219. So if you could get one for $219, even if you spend $115 on the canvas, you're still over the price of just buying a CC2.
No, you're not. You're under, but at the expense of having to do the work. Because if it's you said $219, right?
Well, it depends on shipping because when you buy those printers from eBay, you often pay like $60 in shipping.
Yeah.
But if you have a CC1, makes sense. Or if you pick up a CC1 used somewhere off a Facebook Marketplace or something, and you wanted to add it, it'd be nice. It's nice to have that option.
Or you can get a return it or something.
Yeah.
Then sure, so it might actually be worth it.
Yeah. So this is that Jupiter 2.
It's pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's a big machine too. It's not.
It's 300 by 162 by 300, which is a big resin printer. But it's got a heated tank, which is cool. Auto leveling, but it also has like these caps that pop off the top where you can give like fine manual increments if you need to. Got a camera. I like the auto filling. It's something where somebody who's been into resin the last few years, I've kind of gotten out of it, but they call it so part of the auto filling, they have something they're referring to it as like recycling or filtering. I don't know.
Probably just pumps it back into the container, right? Is that what it's saying?
Usually when they say that, it's they just say that like unfilling, but this was like, it was weird how I'm trying to find it. It was weird how the terminology they used. Yeah, so equipped with a two-way pump, so it fills and unfills. Okay, so yeah, automatically refills resin and recycles excess as needed. So that was the thing that like 4 years ago I got tired of doing, is because I was one who, when I filled my vat and did a resin print, I cannot leave the resin in it because I'm like, something's going to happen, and I'm going to take the top off it. Somebody's going to open a window. It's going to cure all the resin in my vat, and then I'm replacing the FEP, and I've made a mess. So I always would clean the vat out and put the resin back in the bottle every time, and that got annoying. I like this because it just does it for you. I don't have to keep doing it. Now, they do advertise that it has a clear front. Now, with it being a clear front, it must still block UV, right? Like if you open a window
Yeah.
The UV light isn't going to go through that clear glass in the front and harden your vat. So it must be, even though it's a clear front, it still must block UV light. Like that it has a camera. None of the resin printers I had cameras.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to get into it, but not in this space, not with the space that I have right now. So I'll have to figure out a solution.
The FEP is easy to replace. It comes in these like little. That was the other thing that sucked with resin was trying like I mean you get the hang of it after a bit, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems. So is anybody in chat a resin printer? Are you going to buy? Is this a printer you're going to buy? Because
there's another company that makes a pretty nice one. I think it's called like Uniformation or something like that.
Oh, so yeah, I've looked at the GTK or something they call it. I've looked at those and those look really nice, but I think they have an auto loading and auto refilling, but it's like really expensive. It's like twice. I think this one, I thought they said it was $8.99.
So that's how much the GK3 Pro is $8.99 right now.
$8.99, but that one doesn't have auto filling and
I couldn't tell you what it is.
I will say I have heard good things about those.
Oh, that's cool. So when you finish your print, you can like put it sideways on the machine, I guess, and like let it drip. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of them have where you can rotate, you can like hang it and it'll just drip back into the vat for a bit.
Yeah. There's stuff that I do want to print in resin, and just because I don't have one, I haven't printed it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind printing like a Bubsy in resin just to like see it completely clear or whatever. Just little things.
Sideline said he'd be kind of interested. Killa's like, nah, I don't think he's a resin. See, and that's the thing, because like resin printing, it's one of those things where it's not something I'm going to do all the time. But when I run across a model or every once in a while, I'm like, oh, I would like to design this part, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to print it with FDM.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, if I had a resin printer, I would just resin print it. And again, I have one. I want one that auto feeds and auto recycles. But this would be one that if I had it, I wouldn't like, it wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm always draining the vat manually all the time. Now another thing would be like, how long does this last before like you spring a leak and that little hose that auto feeds starts pouring resin all over the place? I'd be curious to see. I'd be curious to see of its longevity, and how like maintenance is and how the upkeep of it. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna look into that. I want a Core one first though.
I don't know.
I would like a Core.
What else? Did we even talk about that? The Snapmaker print kits did a kit to turn your Snapmaker into a coffee machine. I don't think it's probably one that they're gonna massively sell. They might do it.
Oh no, is it something they even plan to sell though?
I don't think so, but it is print kits. Who knows? If the demand's high enough, they might make a few that people can kind of like buy or whatever.
Because if you're wealthy enough to turn a $900 tool changer printer into a coffee machine, more power to you.
My assumption is that it would be more universal than like the Snapmaker. And maybe it's like something you can throw on like an Ender 3 or something and turn it into like a little coffee machine.
Yeah, I would do like I would love to. I would take my coffee. I'd take my Breville right out of my kitchen right now if I could put an Ender in there that made my coffee for me. Like my wife would be like, "What the hell is this thing?" But
you gotta put it on a slant so that once it finishes, the coffee just slides off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That would be cool.
Yeah, like I can't imagine people would want that. I mean, if like
Listen.
I would do it just to like say I did it, make myself a couple coffees on that weekend, and then disassemble it and then never use it again. Like,
if you could, it would be cool to have at like a booth. You know, like, hey, come get some coffee.
Yeah, I took it as that was kind of what they were doing. It was just like a novelty thing to be like, hey, the Snap Maker U1 is a tool changer, and it can do more than just print. It can make you a coffee. Because it was funny. It was like it looked like one tool head came in and like picked the cup up and brought it, and then another tool head came in and filled it. And I thought there was like another tool head that came in and put like
cream and sugar or something in it.
Yeah. And then it picked it up again and like put it out, and then the person took it. So I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's. I mean,
BQ's making freaking ink attachments.
Oh yeah,
for the A1s
on the phone, right?
Yeah, like no, you can edible ink onto like cookies, and I think Kevin has it, and I think Liz might have it as well. But you know, so
I think they put it at the event. They were printing it on the top of like the foam, right?
Yeah. So you take your coffee off of the Snap Maker over to the U1, I mean to the A1, and then get a little design printed on top of it. There you go. Got
see, that I mean, I could see some like if you were a like a mom and pop coffee place, like that would be a cool little thing to have, right? As like a novelty thing where a kid could come in and get a hot chocolate, and on the top of the whipped cream, you could like print something, you know, funny or cool.
Hear me out. Have it powered by OpenClaw, so then it's like it could like legitimately just put whatever it wants on the top of your coffee, or on top of your cappuccino or whatever. That would be hilarious. Just like whatever.
Yeah, it'd be neat. It's not something they're selling though, is it?
I don't. What the BQ kit?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they would.
It's funny and cool. I would buy a mini just to like turn it into a.
I would not.
Print. I don't know. It's one of the. I mean, I bought a pancake bot. I mean,
you did. That's different. That's breakfast, man. That's all day. Like,
and although that thing is messy, it was pretty cool.
Listen, if I had a pancake bot, I would use it all the time. Kevin says it will be sold.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be like a super
it's
popular seller.
Panda Tree is what it's called.
Yeah, I remember the name of it, but I just, like I said, I'm not sure. I'd be shocked if a ton of people bought it, but then again, I probably wouldn't be, because
I mean, it's
we're a weird group.
It's in line with like Cocoa Press. Like if you are a person that does catering or something, I feel like a Cocoa Press is perfect, because then you can make custom, you know, whatever. And at on the same token, like if you are, say you make cupcakes for a living and you want to print something on it, sure, this would be great. You know, you don't have to use, I don't know how they do it now, but you know, you wouldn't have to do it that way that they do it. You could just print it directly onto the object.
Like if I owned a cake place, you know, or a bakery, I would have a Cocoa Press. I don't know why you wouldn't, right? Because I mean, you could just pump that stuff out and have it ready, versus having to like hand make all that stuff all the time.
So like, I feel like if you are that person with a Cocoa Press, then being able to print designs on stuff would fall right up your alley as well.
Which they have a lot of, like I know a couple of the bakeries in my area, they have the edible paper printers.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much already print everything.
So that's what I'm wondering. Like, which one would you do? If you know, like, are there limitations to the edible paper printers that this Panda Treats would satisfy?
Yeah, I know one of the drawbacks between the edible paper printers is that a lot of people just don't like the edible paper, right? Because it's like weird, and I mean, it's just basically a sheet of pressed sugar. But a lot of people think it's weird, and it kind of tastes weird. Nobody wants to eat it, and so maybe that is different. Like if you're
Yeah.
just printing ink on a flat surface of fondue or
Yeah.
you know, smooth frosting, maybe then it would be better. But
Nice.
or can you get the right? I wonder if you get the same detail though, because like those edible paper printers, like those look. I mean, that stuff can look just like a photo.
The stuff
print.
that I've seen from Kevin and Liz looks pretty legit. You know what I mean?
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I remember seeing it at the I can't remember what
The 3D
event they had it
Printopia?
at first.
Was it 3D Printopia?
No. Oh, maybe they had it there. I
No.
don't remember, but
What's the one?
no, it was the one in Europe.
Formnext. Was it
Formnext? Yeah, in Germany, right? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was when they had it. Yeah. Yeah. Weird stuff.
Midnight Wolf said, "Can it print maker chips?" You can print edible maker chips at that point, right?
You
Go get you some
maker cookies,
some communion wafers from somewhere, and it starts slapping some prints on it.
Fuck.
Listen, hold on, wait a minute.
Out of all the edible things you have to
wait a minute, I might be onto
wafers.
something here. You know, just a communion wafer with like "You are forgiven" on there, and you just toss that.
I mean, I would have just gone with like vanilla wafers or something.
No, man. Listen,
you had to actually say communion wafers. Like,
listen, a custom communion wafer. Come on, bro, that would be next level.
for all the Catholics out there, you can
personally
print on your. You can
personally
print a
get
little Jesus face on your
sins
wafer.
resolved for the month with your.
I feel like that's got to be some form of blasphemy.
That would be insane, man. Yeah, you have your sin.
I feel like that's got to be blasphemy.
Yeah.
Somebody asked their local pastor, like, can we print on your communion wafers? Like, is that okay? They'll probably be like, that's blasphemy.
I don't know, man. That would be awesome, though.
Or you could have the Girl Scout cookies. They could have like custom Girl Scout cookies and charge even more money for them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh man, that would be nice. Oh, listen.
All right. So, wait, go ahead.
Honestly, I went from like the panda treat, like to like, hold on, wait a minute, you can do custom stuff.
Yeah, Steve's gonna have one.
You're
gonna need to get your mini back.
As long as he just texted me about it, literally like 15 minutes ago. He said, download the app on my company computer, hardwired by LAN. It's like, how do I connect the printer? Will Wi-Fi on Bamboo and LAN from the computer work? Now, you know what I mean? So he's literally sent me this while we were streaming. So hopefully, I mean, he's more technical than that email sounds. So I'm surprised that he even messaged me that. But we're gonna get him taken care of, get him up and running.
So we have a few more minutes left, but before we leave, I want to talk. So there's this one thing that I've been following, and it's cool as heck. So if you nerd out about like the weird things that additive manufacturing has been able to do to the world, to the planet, to benefit the planet. So the Purdue University and the University of South China, they have developed, I don't know if some of you guys probably have heard of this, but they have developed a 3D printed metal that is wildly blowing people's mind. So we've always been able to print 3D printed metal, right? But they have used an AI algorithm to basically track 81 different what are called physicochemical properties of like the atoms that make up these metal alloys. And they have created not something that exists, right? So all metals that have been used in metal 3D printing to date have been existing metal alloys that they have formulated to work in 3D printing. Well, this one that they've created is specifically formulated to be a metal alloy that perfectly works with the 3D printing process of metal 3D printing. So it hasn't existed before. It didn't exist before. And they've been able to get, 30% more ductility. So more flexible. So the steel is 30%. It's rust proof, and it's wild. Like if you guys look it up, it's basically it's more rust proof than any stainless steel that exists. It's flexible, it's stronger. So not only is it flexible, but it's strong, because usually when you get flexible, it's weaker, and stronger, it's more brittle. So if you guys like this type of stuff, check it out. It was pretty cool. And it's way beyond anything that any of us would probably follow in depth, but pretty neat. So Purdue University and University of South China are the ones that did it. And I don't know if they have a name for the actual metal alloy yet, but it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Did we miss anything else that we wanted to talk about?
Kevin did share a link to some of the stuff that he's printed with it.
To the, what was it called again?
Hold on.
The Panda.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
What was it called?
Panda Treat.
Panda Treat. Okay.
Panda Treat.
Panda Treat. Wonder how much it'll be. Oh, yeah, it's not bad quality.
A little T-Pain Oreo cookie. Was it a golden Oreos?
I'm gonna say, what kind of Oreos is that? Looks
that's
like
that's the vanilla, or the opposite of the chocolate one. I don't know if it's vanilla or what.
They're white like that? That's weird.
You never seen the golden? I think they call it golden or something.
The yellow ones, but that looks like moldy white. I don't know. That's weird. It doesn't look like the yellow ones I've seen.
I'd still eat it. And then what are those called? It's like a vanilla wafer moon pie.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not like edible paper printer quality, but it's good.
Well, also you gotta remember the edible paper is being printed flat, so you kind of have that benefit as well.
Well, yeah, but then it's so thin that they can basically form it to any shape, but you get like an image, so that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
You're so there's a girl around here, when she was like 16, she started making what are the one on the right, macaroons. She started making macaroons. She makes like 800 different flavors of them, and now she's like, I mean, the girl's like famous, and she's in her 20s now. But she makes these, so that would be kind of neat for her, because then she could like print her own logo on top of the macaroons. So if you own a business that does that type of stuff, then it definitely has a place for it.
I don't think I've ever had a macaroon in my life.
You've never had a mac? Oh my God, you are missing out.
You ever come up this? Are they coconut or something?
No.
Okay.
No, they're like all kinds of So they're like the cookie part. They're actually really hard to make. The cookie part of it is like almost hollow, but it's like really like soft. And when you like, and then the filling on the inside can be like, she makes like 800 different flavors. They can be like, she makes these dragon fruit ones that are like to die for, and like pink lemonade and all kinds of different flavors. But they're actually quite
almond flour. Okay,
yeah, they're really good. Yeah, if you've never had a macaroon, you should try one. But
I've seen them, and I'm like, I don't like. I'll look at them like, we'll see. One day, macaroons. They should actually call them snackaroons. Then people will probably buy them more often.
Yeah, but they're like a fancy thing. They're not like a.
If you're making them,
like
they ain't that daggone fancy. I've seen them in 7-Eleven. Okay,
they're supposed to be fancy, but no, they're good.
7-Eleven,
they're good because of the way they're made. Like the flavors that they put into them. They tend to just be like very flavorful, really good. But yeah, if you ever come this way, I'm going to take you to the Russian market where she sells the macaroons on a Saturday morning. They're really good.
Hold on. I got some more picks.
Or I'll bring them down to 3D Printopia. I don't know if they'll make the ride. I'll probably eat them all, but
you probably would.
I'll lock a box of them up in the trunk so that I can't get to them.
So what happened to to the empty box of macaroons, sir.
Squirrels.
Squirrels. Hold on. Waiting for this to show, if it's gonna show. Oh, it's just taking a sweet time.
His taste buds are ruined by the trash. Oh my god! Did you just call lobster trash? Killer, we're gonna fight. He just called lobster trash.
Let's see if it shows up. All right.
You can mess with Maryland crab, man, but you can't mess with Maine lobster.
That's on a cookie. That's on an Oreo cookie. Look at that.
Oh yeah, those are neat.
That's pretty detailed. That is.
Yeah, because that's pretty small too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty small.
That cookie is, but
Liz's logo on another. It looks like another Oreo cookie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And you get gradients and stuff. Look at that. Oh, that's on another thing that's disgusting.
No, those are good. Those are the snackables.
No.
No.
What's
is that what they're called?
What they call is Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. I like those. I like
the ratio is not right in an Uncrustable. Okay.
Oh, I like them.
My son used to destroy Uncrustables.
I like the grape ones.
Oh, look at the quality of that, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that one looks good.
That icing looks weird. Is that real icing?
I'd say what it looks like, but I'm not.
Don't say what it looks like. Look at that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, Uncrustables. See, I love
Uncrustables.
I love a good. Yeah, the Pezlas in the center part looks good. I love Uncrustables.
That looks so crispy.
I can't buy Uncrustables though, because I'll eat the whole friggin' box and like Bali maker.
Nice.
It's good color.
That's the one thing is like, see how kind of it fell off on the edge.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll kind of like.
Well, that's probably just like a sizing and an alignment thing. If you just make it a little smaller.
Well, because if it's all printing at, like, let's say at the highest point that I'm pointing to, then
you probably just have to play with it.
Yeah. Like if they take that into account, kind of like print by object. Stuff. Look at custom tostadas, custom nacho chips for your Super Bowl party. Boom. Right.
I wonder how long one of those takes to print though. When I saw it printing on top of like the coffee why can't I think of the name of it? Form Next. Seemed like it was pretty quick.
Yeah. Liz says it takes 10 seconds.
Yeah, so it's pretty quick.
Nice. Do you have to get the ink from them, or can you source it from like Amazon?
Yeah, is it like any old edible ink?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just buy edible? I mean, yeah, edible ink.
Yeah. Who all's going to
Walmart? Sells it.
Let's see a ton of people this weekend. Gonna see. I'm helping out at the Polymaker booth, and you're gonna have Joel, Bob from California.
Who's right next to the Polymaker booth? Because they're kind of like
3D,
at the
3D
top.
Fuels. 3D Fuels right next to us.
Yeah. PCTG.
Hadron's gonna be there. GTR Matt's gonna be there.
Yep.
And that's just the people that I'll be kind of like working with over the weekend.
I think Adam's going to be there too. Isn't he?
Adam's already in Colorado, I think. He posted early in here.
When he joined here, he said hello from Colorado.
Wazzy's on his way, I believe, either today or tomorrow. I think tomorrow maybe. Granier is going to be there. Liz, Kevin, 3D and T, they're going to be there. So it's going to be quite a few people. Should be fun.
Yeah. It's usually a well-attended event.
Like I said, if you do the Google Trends, you see that like that area does a lot of, like, if you look up 3D printing, the area around Denver, mostly like north of it, it's like comes up high on the list for 3D printing. So which is strange because they're like some of the least populated states, but like,
well, I mean, sometimes the rural areas it's kind of popular because if you can't get somewhere to get your stuff, you're more apt to have to make it, like,
my assumption is probably like, custom pieces for things as well as custom pieces for firearms or something along those lines.
Well, that too, but I think you also get like, I think in rural areas you kind of get a lot of 3D printing that is like of necessity, right? Like utilitarian, like fix parts, make new things. Whereas if you're next door to a micro center, you might just be more into 3D printing for, you know, aesthetically pleasing, fun stuff. But
once again, I wouldn't mind if we could. I think I said this before. I need to look it up to see like 3D printing in like Antarctica, like a place where it's hard to get stuff. But if you can,
actually, I think I remember seeing there was an Air Force base up there where they had printers. I think they had Prusa printers actually.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah, I think it was a thing. I mean,
but
if they can print on the space station, they can print in Antarctica. But yeah, I think I remember seeing a story one time where they had printers in Antarctica at one of the bases, and I'm pretty sure they were Prusa printers.
So there's a. I'm going to look into this. There's a post from last year. As I work on a ship in Antarctica, my printer already comes in handy for little stuff like these radio knobs. Yeah, you would think. Yeah, there's a lot of, especially when you're that isolated from everything. Like the person with the 3D printer in Antarctica is like, you know.
Oh yeah, like something.
You're a god.
I mean, just simple stuff like, you could scan and print a leg brace if someone falls and breaks an ankle, or I mean, just who knows what you'd find the use for it.
Gotta have the right material, but it would be cool. I mean, it's almost the equivalent of being in space, honestly, because you're so far away from.
Where are you gonna go? Like, you're gonna freeze to death if you try to get out anywhere. But yeah, it's just, and a lot of that too is like, what's that saying, like invention out of necessity or something?
Oh yeah,
like a lot of times
the mother of invention is necessity.
Yeah. So, and that's anything you're in there. If you have a 3D printer and you have a need and you have no other way of getting it, that's probably gonna instill some creativity.
That would be freaking sweet.
All right, are you looking for a raid?
Yep, I sure am. Sure am. Unless someone has a target specifically.
That target always sounds so bad. You find a target?
Mechas and gratin. No, we can raid someone totally new. Let's see if I see anyone in here that.
Trying to look. I didn't see anybody that was.
Let's go.
It seems like Harold Pulcher, he's streaming. He's always streaming at this time. Usually that other guy there, what's his name? The leather guy. He's usually going, right?
Oh
wait, no, he was always on Tuesdays. Odin's something or whatever.
Oh, Odin's beard.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to see. Where's Harold?
Never mind. He must have just got off. Wait, no, yeah, he's still there. No, he is. Harold Pulcher. He's assembling a serial relay and something else. Yeah.
Let me just look for his name. Yeah, that was weird. It was
running some type of electronic.
All right, so we're gonna raid into Harold on Twitch. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yeah.
As usual. Next week will probably be catch up from
Remurf. It's such a hard one to say, like Murph, easy. Remurf. All right, well, have a good week, everybody. And thanks for joining.
See some of you all this weekend. If not, see you guys next.
If you're going to Remurf, enjoy.
And peace.
Later, guys. See you, Matt out.